Good morning, Foresters. This morning we're going to be making raised beds. I've already got the tire cut for this one, but I'll be showing you later on when we're making more, prepping more tires on how I do it. There's the tire right there. I put hardware cloth underneath this one because we're going to be planting potatoes in there, and root crops you want to have the hardware cloth underneath of it to keep the voles from coming up and eating your root crops. And this is going to be a double tire for potatoes. And well, I cut them. I put this dirt in there, and then I have a second tire that's going to go on top of that I cut both sidewalls out of, and I just put the sidewalls underneath the tire that I'm using as a raised bed. All right, I'll go ahead and fill this one up. All right, guys, here we are. As you can see, I've got the tires stacked on top of each other and filled. Now what I've done is to fill these tires up, I'm digging dirt from my ditches and putting in there, and then I'm putting a bag of topsoil on top of it to kind of just enrich it up a little bit. And I'm going to be planting my potatoes in here. So let's go get some potatoes and put them in. All right, this is what we're going to be planting in there. This is 2 potatoes that I cubed up that has sprouted, and we're going to plant them and see how they go. They're already putting off shoots and roots, so I'm hoping these will do good in this soil. So all I'm going to do is kind of bury it down there. So these roots can take effect. These roots can take hold. And hopefully we'll get some potatoes out of this. That's our plan anyways. Oh, I already put one there. Covered that one up a little too good. Let's put another one right here.
Put some in the center.
Yeah. All right. There's our experimental potato tire. Now I'm going to take and get some tires out, and I'll cut a tire and show you guys how I prep the tires for the beds. Okay, we're about to cut these tires. A lot of people have been asking how I cut my tires, and I want to also reiterate that we've done the research on growing food and tires, and we've come to the conclusion for our family that this is safe. You may come to a different conclusion. We've all got to make decisions of how far organic we want to go, you know, how we want to grow our foods. So this is all up to the individuals, you know, how they want to grow food for their family. You can make raised beds out of just about anything. We've got raised beds over there made out of siding and fencing. But these are real easy. They're free. Tires, I mean, the used tire places will give you tires for free. So we're taking advantage of it. We believe in reuse, repurpose, and recycle. So that's why we're using our tires. We have 2 tires here. This tire is a little larger than this tire, and that's what we want for our double raised beds. because this one will sit in the center of that one. They stack better that way. And what I've found, the easiest way to do this is you want to drill your hole right up close to the sidewall where it meets the tread of the tires. So I like to start out right in there. You gotta get a longer drill bit here. Then what I do, I take my saw and I cut. It seems to be the easiest spot is right up here. Do the same to this one. This one, we want to cut both sidewalls out because this one is stacking on this one. And then we'll do the same thing. All right, because this is going to be a raised bed, we put the hardware cloth down. That allows the earthworms to come up, but doesn't allow the voles to come up to eat your tubers or, you know, your fruit, your ground vegetables. So we start off right here, and I just take the sidewalls that we cut and we put it right underneath the tires. Line it up the way we want. That sits right in here. And also, the sidewalls right here will hold a little bit of water. So it allows it to drain, but there's also some extra water down there that it retains that the plants are able to get to. The roots will go right to those and suck up the extra water. Now, this will fit right in there like so. And what I'll do is I'll fill up the bottom tire first with soil, then lay the second tire on top of it, and then fill it up. It's that easy to make a quick raised bed for your garden. Now, the main reason we do that is because we do have some flooding issues, and this keeps everything up off of the, you know, out of the ground, so that if we do have a flood or too much water, these will stay drained and be able to keep, you know, keep the roots from rotting. Alright, we're kind of killing two birds with one stone here. I need soil for my raised beds, and I also need my ditches cleaned out. These ditches, they haven't been cut, you know, clear, and they've filled up with dirt and sand and muck, and you know, it's actually a really good, you know, organic soil. A lot of organic material in there. So I'm digging out my ditches and using that for the beds. The soil's kind of moist, which makes it real heavy, so I'm not able to completely fill up the wheelbarrow. But I'll pick the big sticks out of it, but all the little stuff I'm going to leave in there because it will just rot down. Alright, now we just got to go put this in the tire. Alright, we've got the bottom tire filled. I've got the second tire sitting on top of it with a little bit of dirt in that. And then now I'll fill this the rest of the way up and then put some more of that organic material on top, which will rot down to feed the plants and also suppress some of the weeds, act as a mulch.
Now, is this one going to be your sweet potatoes?
Yeah. Alright. Now,
some of our garden. Got green beans all along the back, growing. Zucchini.
all right. This is just the cheapest bag of topsoil Walmart has. I prefer to get the soil for the beds at a local place that manufactures it. We buy it in bulk by the truckload. Didn't have time to get there this week. So we just picked up some cheap, these things are less than $2 a bag, and it's pretty much just sand and wood chips and stuff like that has been composted down a little bit. It's not the best that it's not what I really want to use, but it's what I could afford and what I could use, what I could get a hold of fast. And if you look at it, it's pretty dark. There's sand, there's wood chips, but there's no commercial fertilizer in this. It's not certified organic, but it is good organic material. So I'll use this in a pinch. I just put one bag on top. Spread it around. And there's our second raised beds. Like I say, you can do this 1 tire high, you can do it 2 tires high, you can do it 3 tires high if you want to. It all depends. Probably eventually all of our beds will end up being 2 tires high, just because I'm not getting any younger, and I know when I get older I'm not going to want to be doing a whole lot of bending over. So these 2 tires high seems to be a very nice height for raised beds. So we're probably going to end up doing that with all of our raised beds in the future.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and grow something for your family.